Mic audio. Okay, so my mic might be a little strong on here. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead, and here is Cellvolution, that game, on my MacBook running in Xcode. So we're gonna run this guy. Just a second, I'm going to quit the simulator. So the game was meant to run on preferably like an iPad, so we'll run in an iPad simulator here. Let's see if it's going. I noticed that I'm streaming kind of the top left quadrant of my iMac screen, so I'll try to make sure that the game runs up there. Sorry, I haven't really configured my iMac to do much with streaming yet. It runs really slow because it's kind of in debug mode. My iMac has a bunch of junk open, and yeah, so it won't look great as far as performance is concerned, but it certainly should give us an idea. Okay, so I just want to see where we're at here with the screen. Okay, you can kind of see that. So we've got Game Center hooked up to the game. So it's going to prompt you to log into Game Center so you can share and do all that fun stuff. We'll cancel out there. So there's an arcade mode. So we'll have a screen for that menu item. There's options, about screen, and then play the game. So we can go to options. Yeah, it's really kind of slow right now, but we definitely have sound effects. They're going to steal some sound channels. We'll learn about using sound effects and audio. We've got music, a difficulty setting. I'll just leave it where it's at. So we'll play the game. So the game's pretty simple. You grab power-ups. You're this little cell. And you're a certain color, and you change colors every, I don't know, random period of time. It's hard to tell the transition in colors because the frame rate's really bad in this debug mode. But right now we're red, so you got to click. It works best with touch screens, but you click and you can eat the bad bacteria or organisms that are of the same color as you. But you quickly will change color, and if you grab somebody and try to eat him that isn't of your color, you lose health. Once you have 0 health, you die. There's a timer involved for each level, so you've got to, if you can kind of see, I'm going to drag this over a little more. You can see that you also have left, which is how many cells you have to eat till you accomplish win the level. And then there's power-ups involved to replenish your health. This power-up lets you change color, or everything changes to your color, so you can just do a feeding frenzy. And that big, ugly, cancerous cell, it homes in on you, then stops and has a countdown and kind of explodes. So I guess I died. So we restart. That's a speed up. So we can eat some cells. And it just gets progressively harder. So definitely we'll learn a little bit about particles, animating sprites, sound, everything. I mean, this game, it's a little bit twee, right? It's not, it's kind of whatever. But it covers a lot of the fundamentals that you really want to know if you want to actually develop some games. Okay, so enough of this game. I'm going to go back to our code. You can kind of see that overlay as well. So as your health gets lower and lower, we've got a transparent overlay that kind of shows the blood splatter. Because he's a cell, it's kind of this green slimy blood splatter, but and it gets more pronounced as your health gets lower and lower. So the game is running really slow right now. Anyway, I'm gonna quit that. And I'm going to stop streaming on my MacBook and go back to my Windows machine. So you'll be bumped off.